Welcome back to our viewers and loyal subscribers to Math with the Real Floater. This video will be the first in series of videos on different type of shapes. Let's get into it.
What is a quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a four-sided figure. Alright, it doesn't necessarily have to be right angles inside here. It's just a figure with four sides, okay? And all angles within this shape, which is a quadrilateral, which is a four-sided figure. When we add up all these, we get 360 degrees. All angles within a quadrilateral, when we add them up, we get 360 degrees. So a quadrilateral is any four-sided figure. Let's look at this. What is a parallelogram? Let's draw a shape looking like this. So this is a parallelogram, okay? And a parallelogram has both pairs of opposite sides parallel. Means this side and this side, they are both parallel to each other, okay? And the both of them are also equal in length, okay? So these two sides, this side and this side, they run parallel. Likewise, these two sides are also parallel to each other. Someone might ask, what's the properties of a parallelogram, apart from them having the opposite sides being parallel? These two sides are parallel and they're both equal in length. So the length of this side is the same as the length of this side as well. Likewise, these two sides are parallel. The length of these two sides are also the same. Let's look at this. The opposite angles are the same. So if this is angle B, this is also angle B. Look at this one. If this is angle X, this is also angle X. Something very important about a parallelogram is that the diagonals, they bisect each other. So if we were to draw a line down here and a line down here, it means that this side and this side from the center are the same distances. Likewise, the distance from this center up to this center down are all the same. Everyone knows this one. This is a rectangle, okay? This is a rectangle, and all of these angles are equal to 90 degrees. So a rectangle is also a parallelogram. Why? Remember that the parallelogram have the opposite sides being parallel and they're equal in length. If this is 8 centimeters, this is also 8 centimeters. And if this is 6 centimeters, over here is also 6 centimeters. So a rectangle is also a parallelogram. Something that is very important to note is that the diagonals of a rectangle are equal in length. And what do I mean? If I were to draw a diagonal from here to here and from here to here, this diagonal from here to here is the same thing as this diagonal from here to here. Let's look at this other shape, okay? It's called a rhombus, all right? And this is also a parallelogram with all its sides equal in length. Very important to note. A rhombus is a parallelogram where all the sides are equal in length. It has all the properties of a parallelogram. But in addition, with a rhombus, listen carefully now, whenever we draw a diagonal of a rhombus from here to here and from here to here, where they intersect in the middle, they intersect at a right angle. So each of these angles in the middle right here where the diagonals cross in a rhombus, each of these angles is equal to 90 degrees. And something else that's very, very important is that the diagonal bisects where it cuts the angle in two through which it passes. Let me explain. For example, let's say this angle was 120 degrees. When you run the diagonal through this angle, here now becomes 60 degrees and 60 degrees. So whenever you have a rhombus and the diagonal cuts that angle, it actually bisects the angle, where it cuts the angle in two equal parts. That's what you mean by bisecting. Now let's look at a square. Everyone knows what a square is. All four sides are the same. All of these angles are 90 degrees. So guess what happens with a square? A square is a rectangle with all the sides that are equal in length. It has all the properties of a parallelogram, a rhombus, and a rectangle. Very important to know. Let's look at this shape. This shape is what we call a trapezium. And what is a trapezium? It's just a quadrilateral with one pair of the sides being parallel. So these two sides, not parallel. However, it has to have a pair of sides being parallel, and that's what you call a trapezium. So it's just a quadrilateral, which is a four-sided figure, but then two of the sides are parallel. Okay, so next time we'll dive more into some shapes called polygons. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching.